make sure recording has started. All right. Hello, everyone. Um, I'm going to be coming to you today with the TED Talk for assignment 7.2, I believe it is. So the video I found online that I kind of wanted to review was from an actual, I guess, TED Talk website, and it was regarding a man who used to be a professor, uh, Professor Sir Ken Robinson, who's currently in LA right now, and I'm guessing he's doing motivational speaking. And it was a great video, about 20 minutes long, and it was regarding education and the main question of uh, do do current educators and schools do they kill creativity within children? So yeah, so that being said, I think he did a fantastic job. He definitely proved a bunch of points in it. Um, and so for the assignment, we wanted to go over three main things uh, that we either liked or didn't like about like the visuals, the his pacing, his tone, storytelling. He did a great job, so it's really hard to find anything negative about it. So I kind of wanted to split it up a little bit. So instead of three things in total, I want to do four things. Uh, we'll do two positives and two things I didn't like, and it ends up working out really well. So for as far as visuals, I'm sorry, no. For the things that I liked, his tone. He did a really good job of keeping things very lighthearted. There was a lot of laughing involved. He would crack a joke periodically here and there. Um, so it wasn't a very melodramatic complaint about current society and whatnot. So overall, I think he did a fantastic job for his tone. He did make it very relatable with what he was saying. He would always bring it back to his own personal experiences within his family and whatnot, including things such as his travels from where he used to be in the UK, now over, and I believe he said he was in Los Angeles. We have 2 pages of notes here. So um, anyway, yeah, I think he did a great job there. The next thing to bring up that I really enjoyed was the storytelling. He actually used storytelling to push across all the big, the big items that he wanted the entire 20-minute presentation was about. So some of the things that he brought up in here were how how he knew somebody at one time who uh, it was a young child that was making a drawing, and when questioned about let's see what the drawing is, I want to see it. Uh, the child was making a drawing of something that they'd never seen before, and he brought up a good point is that when they're young, children have no fear. They are not afraid of failing, and or they're not afraid of being wrong in general. And what he would throughout the presentation, what he was bringing up different examples of at a young age, children's capacity it's at limitless, and as they're going through their as they're going through schooling, we're almost altering the way their brain thinks about things, and actually instilling a fear in a fear in them to not do wrong. Um, and it's something that's going to be going through it literally gets to the point that that mentality that they're taught of you cannot fail, there's a right and a wrong, will literally erase their creativity as time goes on. And when you enter the working force with, having management and bosses in front of you, that mentality still remains the same. Your the ability to think creatively is hindered because of a fear that you now have of doing something wrong. Um, and he also goes on to say that uh, schools have the same hierarchy of education. It always starts with math and languages, works its way down through sciences and readings, and ends on art. Art is what would be the most creative part, and it is something that we're steering away from, unfortunately, and that things that a child would let's say, for example, if there's one child who was not very good in school, he would say things such as, if that child's not good in school, there's something wrong with them. Meanwhile, that child is probably way more of a physical person. Maybe they want to become the next dance teacher or something along the lines of that. That creativity that that child was naturally born with, instead of exploiting it and allowing it to flourish, it would be suppressed, forgotten, and deemed as there's something wrong mentally. Um, so yeah, he brought up some really, really good points there, as far as his storytelling aspect. Now, the things that I wasn't really a big fan of, and I really cannot hold him against them, um, the visual. So the backdrop of the entire video was basically, it looks like a giant concert hall where he was doing his presentation, maybe like a conference of some sort. So there wasn't really a lot going on. It wasn't very eye-catching. It was mainly just a camera on his face, which leads me to the next thing. As far as pacing, he wasn't really moving. Seemed like he had some kind of a physical disability. He was kind of leaning to one side. When he walked out on stage, it was a little bit of a limp. So again, neither one of these I could really hold these against him. It wasn't something he was in control of. But I mean, overall, I think between for things that I liked, if I had to pick a third thing, I would definitely say it's like just relatability. He was really able to make all these different ideas that he have real with by tying them into actual real life things that he's either seen and or heard. Um, so the things I would like would have to be tone, storytelling, and relatability. And as mentioned before, things I wasn't really a big fan of was visuals and pacing. But again, we cannot hold them against him due to the fact that he had physical disabilities. So, but great talk overall. I highly recommend it. I will be linking the video into the comment. I'm so sorry, the description section of the video. So anybody else can enjoy it as well. But thank you very much for your time. I think it was great.